Hello, and welcome back to Cosplay Hip Hop. I'm Trent, and this is from Oran Host Club. If you guys know that anime, it's pretty dope. This is I don't have. I'm not fully in the cosplay, but like I'm like close, dang near, Uh, so, but I have my Attack on Titan shirt on again because it's too hot. I can't go full out on down here, but just giving you guys a glimpse of the jacket. I'm definitely not gonna dance in it, but it is a dope jacket, and I like the color. It's pretty sick. Oran Host Club is a slice of life, uh, high school romance, drama, anime, comedy. It's a good watch if you're into slice of life anime. If you're not, if you're down for that, some people like supernatural animes and like anime that have crazy storylines. But if you're down for some like regular wholesome love story, uh, not too much love story, but like in a way a love story, comedy, high school, teenage drama, then that's what you're in for. So today we're gonna do sets today. So I remember mentioning sets in previous videos. So we're gonna do sets today, close like towards after we review and stretch and warm up and stuff. So yeah, so stretching, reviewing some moves, reviewing the slides, going over the backspin since we was working on that, and moving on into sets or starting with sets, like starting the beginning of it. I remember mentioning to you guys that you can create your own, but we're officially going to start like getting into it now. So yeah. So with that being said, we're going to just stretch out for a bit, and we're going to get started. So have some water by your side or something, some beverage, some cold water. Stay hydrated. Sushi pants, sweatpants, and jeans too, and some sneakers. That will help you maneuver. I mean, unless you think you can move in other clothing, go for it. But those are the main things you want to look out for to have. So yeah, we're gonna start stretching, and then we'll move into reviewing. Oh, so I have this Attack on Titan bottle, but it's it's pretty cool, but it like broke, but it still works. Like it's weird. Like the outer frame of the bottle broke, but the inside, which is that part of the bottle, still is still solid. So you can stretch for both feet, or stretch at 1 feet, 1 foot at a time. Excuse me. Remembering to breathe through your stretches. Sometimes we forget to breathe, like autopilot breathing, or we hold our breath. Sometimes bring the legs together, stretching, grabbing the feet or the shins, reaching as far as you can. And we're going to tuck one leg in. Reaching over, grabbing this leg or the shin. The foot. grabbing the knee, stretching the arm over. Release. We're going to switch to the other side. Tapping in the right leg. Grabbing the shin or the foot. Remembering to breathe through your stretch. Release. Reaching over, grabbing the knee. Rising the right arm up and over. Release. Releasing the right leg. We're going to go stretch our wrists. That's important. Stretching wrist, forearms facing out, fingers facing you. Engaging with the wrists and the forearms. Adding some heat. There's tension in your forearm. Flipping the palm, going to stretch the backs of our wrists. You can release, giving the wrists a shake, or bring them together for a figure eight. We're going to open up the arms. We're going to cross the arms over, left over right, or left over right, or right over left, whichever side you choose to do. Really giving yourself a good stretch, dropping the shoulder, breathing through your stretch. Switching sides when you're ready. Stretching the arms behind our backs, reaching down the center where our spine is. Here we're going to do a couple neck rolls, rolling the head all the way around, taking your time. Going as slow as you possibly go. Engaging with the muscles in your neck. Slowly bringing your neck to stillness. And we're going to work our way to our feet. So, just put the camera real fast. So, standing on your feet, making your way to standing. We're going to widen our stance just a bit. And we're going to warm up our spine by giving ourselves a little twist. Warm up the hips. Then we're going to make our stance a little bit wider. And we're going to hinge at the hips, lowering down, stretching between the legs. You can stretch each foot. Doesn't matter which foot you start with. Stretching the foot. You can do that. You can add on this move if you want, or just stretch the foot. When you're done, coming back to center, bending the knees. Slowly with control, rolling back up. Holding the shoulders. And fixing your stance, bringing your feet back to parallel. Giving the body a little shake. Give us some arm circles going. And reverse. All right. Feel like we're a little bit warm now. Still giving the body a little bit of shake. A little bounce. Okay, I feel like we're good. So, reviewing. So we're going to review over some of the moves we've been doing. The top rocks, transitions, floor work, slides, then backspin, and then moving on to sets. And that's basically taking all the moves that we've been working on, combining them, and creating your own set. Now, if you've already been doing that, great. What we're going to do is just go over them, break them down even more, and I'm also going to create like little prompt sets that you guys can utilize and work and add things to it if you want, or don't and use what you already have if you already started it. That's totally fine too. Either just ideas or things you can take from and use for your set to build up on it. So we're going to go over the top rocks. So just going over the top rocks. As I'm top rocking, I'm just going to shift over to each top rock. So starting with the basic top rock, I'm like going to announce that I'm going to shift and then shift over to the next one. So for example, if I'm doing this basic top rock, if I'm doing this in place, I'm just like, I'm going to switch it up right now. I'm going to the extra step rock. So I'll be like, so I'll just change it up. Like, and the hop rock, here we go. So just, I'm not gonna do it in that order, but that was just like a prime example of how like, I'll switch over and let you guys know that that's how I'm gonna switch over. So basically starting with the first top rock, it's the basic top rock. So it's just step out and coming back. Alexa, next song. So, Alexa, next song. I want to get like a funky like tune that can like stay with a rhythm that we can just transition. Alexa, next song. That's a magic circle. Alexa, next song. That song is so sad. Alexa, next song. what you have to do. All right, now I'm just gonna transition and switch out, and you can see. So starting first, the basic top rock, just stepping back. We're stepping out and coming back to second. So this is what I'm doing first. The first basic top rock. You can mix this one up. You don't have to stand the way I'm standing. You can add a hop with it. You can get low with your knees with it. You can come out more excessively, more dramatically. Do what you want with it, play around. You don't have to step like me. And now move to the extra step rock. And 3, 2, 1, go. Now move to back rocks. Ready? Okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2. I can do a lot of. Well, I can do a few things here in this position. I can take extra steps going back, so like I do with the front, I can do it in the back. Extra steps in the front, and I can take extra steps in the back as well. I can go even a little bit faster. If I added the hop leg. And I'm going to switch to the hop step. And now I'm going to switch into back step, the impossible step. Oh, the hop top. So Alexa, next song. So as you can see, going over the top rocks, excuse me, refreshing that in your memory, just having them back in your body, improving. Take a quick breather, sip some water. So yeah, just getting the memories of the top rocks back in your body. So transition moves with the spin, the plop, the knee drop. Yeah, remember you can just add the spin to any top rock you use. Just utilize it, figure out when the time is right for you to add that spin in. You can spin going left, right. You can lower down your spins. You can bring your spins up. If you know what I'm saying. If you already starting low and you want to spin up, you can transition that way too. It doesn't matter what type of transition is. Those moves can be used any way you want to use them. They're just there for support. So the spin, you can go left or right. The plop, you can just plop or be dramatic with your plop. So and plop all the way down. The knee drop, you can do it on both sides. You can do right side. You can do left side. If you're controlling your your knee drop, you can spin out and do something else and stay on the floor and do floor movements. You don't have to spin. You can knee drop and plop back up and do something else, or knee drop and then go into a plop. So knee drop, plop, and you start doing something different. You know, that was a prime example. But it's like having like a good balance on the floor, going back to this position here. So we're gonna get over that as well. So yeah, moving on from transitions, moving on to floor moves and slides. So we did the kickouts, CCs, back rocks, and the So I was just thinking the transition part was. Sorry, I got confused. I was trying to like conjugate something and fuse it together what I was saying now, but I can't remember what I was saying. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, coming back to the floor, we're gonna do refresh our memory with some floor work. So CC, coffee grind, CC's back rocks, kickouts, and Zulu spins. We was doing that as well, and king spins. So, okay. So refreshing our memory, CC's. First of all, coming back here, this is actually what I wanted to talk about. So this was I forgot about this for a second. So coming back here, we want to make sure that we have a good stability here. If we don't have this well rounded as we think we have, this is why we just train here, sit here. You can walk around like a duck. Like this is basically in a way like a duck walk. So maneuvering around and getting the feel of this move or this feeling down here, it feels comfortable after a while. Like obviously when you try something in the beginning, it doesn't feel natural or right for your body, especially if it's something way out of your element. But just practicing, giving it a try, and it feels good. It might not feel good at the beginning, but over time, it might just end up feeling really great. So just getting used to being down here. Like I said, it might burn your calves in the beginning if you've never been, in a position like this before. Never if you never sat on your feet before or anything like that, like this. For the some situation, if you never squatted like this or sat like this, it will burn in the beginning. But like I said, it will all be smooth in the end because you've been training and practicing, training your muscles to withstand stuff like that. It doesn't take long. Just give it a few weeks to a month, you'll be alright. Not a few weeks, sorry, a month, you'll be alright. Be sore a bit, but you'll be alright. So yeah, just coming back here and having full control and balance here, because then you can utilize the movements that we can do on the floor, such as just extending your leg out to the side. And then, as you can see, when I kick my leg out, I bring it right back under me so I can get this seated posture here again. This is where I want to be. Almost like having a flat back too. So if I want to lean against the wall, so I'm perfectly legit to do that. Also CC. So this is kind of you guys already know what CCs are. We want to turn and lift up our hips when we lift up the leg. So you can kind of be low-ish here for CCs. So you can bring the hips high. You don't really have to necessarily be here for that. If you end up here, want to go into CCs, you can just leave that. Boom. You'll be in this you'll still be kind of in that position, but more kind of extended. As you can see how I look, my body looks like a lawn chair. This part is flat, this part is elongated. So you bring your foot back to the position here, so you can transition the shift over. Look that up. You know what I'm saying? So the switch is bringing your foot to sit back under you real fast to make the switch on the other side. Sorry, I can't get too far. I'm trying to show you guys on the side. So it's switch fast, switch. So it's a transition that feels really fast when you get the hang of it. But this will be good practice to get at first. Then you switch. Your feet are close to your sit bone, so you'll get used to that feeling when you start sitting on your feet. But get used to the move of CCs. This is a good way to practice keeping your hips kind of low at first, and then lifting them, because you can't CC without lifting your hips in the air. So yeah, just remember that's an easier way to CC. But as time goes on, having this is great for CCs because you can sit on your feet and not keep your hips low on the ground, creating less work for you. So those are CCs. Back rocks are basically CCs just on your back. So refreshing our memory with that. And still having your knees kind of in the same position, but you're not sitting on your feet on this one because you're on your back. But you are weight changing, so you're shifting your weight onto the opposite arm or shoulder that the side you're going to be leaning on to flip the leg like a regular CC. So I'm going to lean over to my left. This right knee is up already. So leaning over to my left, putting all my weight on my upper body and lifting my hips. Still lifting my hips as you can see. And using my left arm to hold up my lower half or my thighs. And using my right arm as a pillar so I can be able to flick my hips up the way I want to while getting this leg up, boom.
What this is
and
saying,
rolling back down onto the floor and make that switch as I roll back
just
down to the
as
floor.
you don't know
So I can do it on the other side.
how you manage to be conscious,
So I can do it on the other
how
side.
you manage
Boom.
to grow and
So-
shape this body of yours.
Showing you on the other side.
That doesn't mean to say that you're not doing it. Equally,
That's what it will look
you
like.
don't know how the universe shines the stars, constellates the constellation, and galactifies the galaxies. You don't know.
So just
But that doesn't mean to say
Alexa, turn it down, please. Volume, turn it down. Next song, please. Also, so yeah, that was Back Rocks. Sorry about that. So moving on from Back Rocks, basically our CCs, we're gonna move on to Kickouts. So Kickouts, it all comes back to this position here, or posture here. So Kickouts, exactly what they sound like. You're kicking your legs out towards the side. Extend, coming back, whoa, coming back here in this position. So you can go any way you want with this. I don't know about going backwards. I have not tried that. I don't suggest trying that at all, especially if you're a beginner. But if you feel up for the challenge, take it slow, but I don't recommend it right now anyway. But yeah, so you can hit any mark in front of you if you want, but making sure you're coming back to the seat posture here to have your balance and to be able to move and adjust and kick out anywhere else again. So also lifting your hips up, as you can see when I extend and kick out, my hips are up. And then coming back to this position here, hips are up, coming back here. And then with, if you don't require that move, you can also kick out. I don't want us to kick out with two legs like that, because that's even more complicated. But kicking out with one leg to the side and switching, that's another form of kickouts. You can also go kick to the side, kick out to the side, kick out to this side, kick out to the side. So there's different versions of kickouts, just like how I just showed you. There's two different versions of CCs. There are probably even more versions of CCs that people are making up as they go along with the movements and whatever. So the kickouts, you can lean on each side using both hands and kicking your leg out. Or if you're going for something a little bit more challenging, lifting your hips up and kicking out with both legs, coming back to that seated position. So practicing this whenever you can, having a good time frame and space for it, it'll surely come into your body and it'll feel like a whole new thing. So with that being said, those were kickouts. So moving on to slides to refresh, and then king spins, dual spins. Not king spins, dual spins. Sorry, back spins. So moving on to slides, back spins, and then sets. So moving on to slides. Lifting up the camera one more time. So slides is basically sliding in, either making an entrance or just using it as a move in general. So just to enter or to enter into another impossible, or crazy, or dope, or like a sick move, or whatever you're gonna use it for. You can also, its main thing is being used as an entry move. You can make it to make your entrance or appearance. And you slide in and walk around and do your set. Slide in and start your set from that, or slide in, do a crazy move to freeze and start your set. So it's different ways you can utilize the slides. Just refreshing of our memory. So sliding, peeling your arm down and sliding your body around your arm. So it's like a rope. So it's like if I wanted to swing a rope with a ball and chain at the end, so if I have the ending of the rope, it doesn't have the ball on it, and that's heavy. So if I'm swinging that ball and I'm the pillar, I'm swinging the ball all the way around me. So especially here, I want to swing it this way. So your arm is that pillar, your body is the ball, your arm is the rope or chain. So putting your arm down and swinging your body around, but you're sliding. So that's basically what the move is. Just breaking it down, clarifying it more clear. If it was too hard to understand. So as an example, I'm gonna start with the left, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start with my left side, then we're right. So start with the left, slide. Like I said, Sushi pants, sweatpants, and jeans work. Knee pads work. Shorts you can still slide in, but you're more at risk of getting a floor burn. So that's when you shall slide on your shoes. But sometimes it doesn't always help because you're still, sometimes always burn if you're not really careful. But I prefer you guys to, cover your legs up and get used to that. Because even with stuff on your legs, it still might burn through that, or you might have a burn mark on your pants from sliding too hard. So just being wary and just being safe and trying to get hurt as less as possible, but also trying to have fun and do these crazy moves. So, for example, I'm gonna show you guys on the left side. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. So that slide on the left side, and as you can see, I didn't even slide on my leg. I still use my shoes, and I have, silk. I don't even know what sweats. They're good for sliding. These pants I have. But I didn't use them to slide just now. I used my shoes. So even if you have a strong core, I guess your arm can pick you up a lot, and you don't even have to slide on your lower half, like with your leg or whatever. You can if you want to. It's possible. I can show you guys on my right side without sliding on my shoes. So you can slide your whole body. You can slide your leg. You can do whatever you want. I have a faster momentum when I slide in or do that slide move. So I'm so fast and my arms I pillow my arms so fast and I move so fast that I don't really have to slide on my legs. I slide on my feet, and it's I can adjust and move and get right back on my feet and do anything else from there. But if you want to slide on your leg or on your shin, coming in, or your thigh coming in, you can do that. That's all those options are there and open. I just normally would slide on my shoes, which is, as I noticed, I like to do it preferably on my shoes. I'm gonna show you guys how I do it on the right side. So it's easier for me, I guess, because I can maneuver and go into a whole different move or whatever. So those are slides. So slides can also move into other big transition moves. So moving on to the next move, which is the backspin move, is going over, and how I mentioned that, you can slide into a backspin, which is possible, yes. So slides can go into any transitional move. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small too, but that's also kind of a flashy power move that everyone, kind of has or gets on the early stages of breaking. So backspin, sometimes a while too. So not all the time you get it in the beginning. Sometimes you get it later on down the line. But backspins you can get you can slide into a backspin anytime. So reviewing over backspins. So having your setup where your hips are above your head, well, your hips are above you, obviously, and you want to keep your lower back off the floor. And I remember telling you guys, from this part of your back up to your shoulders should be on the floor or on the floor, and everything from under here down stays off the floor, because if that's on the floor, it's going to be harder for you to spin, and it will hurt way more. It won't. Sorry, I didn't mean to say way more, because this won't hurt. Period. If you're spinning like this, if your whole back's on the floor, your lower back will get hurt, and that's not fun. So keeping your lower half off the floor as much as possible, keeping your upper half on the floor, because that's what you're going to be spinning on. So this is the position you want to be in. And now what the legs do is you hook the legs like so. So you hook your dominant leg on top of your less dominant leg. So whatever leg you kick with or use the most for anything, you put that leg on there. If you don't have a specific leg that you use the most and you use both of the legs, then hook whatever foot feels comfortable for one or the other. But this is where you want to be. You want to be curled up tight as you can, like a ball. almost like a ball, but flat, like like a flat stone or whatever, like you skip on the water or something. You want to make yourself flat as possible with your upper back, but tight as possible where you don't like unhook. So staying like kind of like this. In a way, you can just spin. You'll go really fast, and yeah. So the tighter and more secure you have your position of the backspin or your pose for your backspin, the better your chances of going fast. It will increase. So for an example, if I show you guys to spin like this on my sit bone, if I spin like this, right? So if I'm spinning like this and I stay huddled, if I stay huddled like this and spin on my sit bone, I'll go really fast. If I open up, I'll go slow. So for an example, let me take off my shoes to show you guys. So if I open up, I'll slow down, but if I close, I'll speed up. So open, close. So as you can see, open, you slow down, close, you go faster. So for the backspin, I'll demonstrate it for you guys a few times at some different angles so you can see the backspin and demonstrating my version of how I tuck really tight so you can see again. And then we'll move on to sets. So just a quick set. Okay, so let me demonstrate a few backspins from different angles so you can see. So from the front, also having our stance for the backspin. Like I said, you can have your leg just like this, or you can start like this and whip your leg. So if you want to start here, you have the arm pillar, whichever arm you want pillar, and you swing that leg towards that side, extending the arm, pushing and whipping, and you come, as you push and whip, you come and tuck, and you start turning. So this probably won't happen overnight, obviously. It takes time to get. It took me a while to figure out too. So just really playing around with the move and really trying to understand how it works for your body. So just, figuring it out, playing around, and it'll just come naturally. You'll have an epiphany like, wow, like now I understand how to do it. So it's like, it will happen. So showing you guys how a backspin from the front. I'm having my leg like this so you can see the whipping. My left arm is pillared, ready to push down, grip, and push me so I can tuck real tight. So having here, whipping my leg. So that was from the front. From this side. And then from the back. So I have some grip on my shirt, so I won't spin as fast as my shirt's not really that silky, and it has like a type of texture that's kind of like rubbery on the shirt that won't allow me to spin. It'll just grip my skin over the floor. So basically, those were the backspins on either side. So really practicing this move, trying to understand it and how it works for you and your body, and just practicing as much as you can. So moving on. So moving on to sets. Now, I remember mentioning sets before in previous videos, like I said in the beginning of this video. So just refreshing your memory on what sets are. Basically taking all these moves and combining them into one. That's basically what it says. Having a beginning, middle, and ending. So starting with your top rock, that's your beginning. And then after your top rock, whatever you do, but after the top rock is your middle. So if I were to do the transitional spin, plop down, now I'm in a CC stance. or I'm not even in CC. I'm in any set I want to go in, but I can easily go into the CC. Boom, I can go into this. I can go into one of those. I can go into kickouts, CCs. Boom. And then, turn around, boom, boom, end it. Probably not end it like that, but after you hit a CC or something, you can spin around, come up, boom, end it. Not really anything too crazy. So something as simple as that as a set. So like another version of it will be like if I use a more complex top rock, which is this one. If I use this top rock, I can just you know what I'm saying? So really going over that and just combining everything I have together and utilizing all the skills. So I also remember going over some footwork with you guys. I believe we did the 3-step and the 6-step. I'm not sure. No, I am sure. we did go over the 3-step and the 6-step. But we don't really have to go into anything too crazy. I don't want you guys to overwhelm yourself. So just taking any move that feels good for you, that speaks to you, and adding them together and throwing them together to create your set. So another prime example for a set, you can even start with your sliding, your entry move. That's also, you can use that and replace it with top rock. And then you can slide in, boom, start your top rock. You know what I'm saying? And then you can knee drop or turn around, pop, CC. Boom, set. So like, just finish off your set strong and feeling good about what you just done and how what you just showed and the work you all just, created, combining. So those are basically what sets are. So taking your time, making a space for yourself, even if it's going outside, like in your yard or something, but really buckling down, making space for yourself and just going hard whenever you feel like it. Because now you guys have a lot of moves in your arsenal that you can work with. So yeah, it'll take a while to get some of these moves. I guess they won't come like overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to build. It's a building process. So just letting your moves build on each other and just keep practicing. So the repetition's there. But anywho, you guys can take a break, sip some water or something. It's really warm today. So I hope you guys are feeling nice and cool about the movements in your body. So taking a break, we're going to move on into this bad boy. So you already know the Infinite Sadness, book 3. We left off on like page 6.5. If you guys remember page 6.5, it was, Honest Ed. Everyone was waiting in the rain. They were scheduled to fight. So Saturday, 1 p.m., that's the hour that they plan to meet up. So we're at Honest Edge. I'm starting on this page here. I start from here, work my way down, and I start from here, work my way down. So starting at Honest Edge. Okay, so we have, so have either you have been ever, wait, what? Okay, so have either of you ever been in there? No, well, once, sort of, but I almost died. I'm just going to go with no. So basically, Scott and Todd is talking, and everyone's just sitting around with umbrellas, waiting in the rain, having a discussion about Honest Edge, because that's where they scheduled to fight. So moving on to the next page, we have MV Adams, and then Todd Ingram. So MV starts speaking. She's like, right, so okay, the plan is you guys are going to go in there. You have to survive and get to the other end and, kill each other or whatever. Do you think you can do that for me? Wow. Oh, and Todd, no psychic power, sugar. Fair enough. So what's Scott's handicap? Scott's handicap is he isn't a survivor. What? Fair enough. You evil, no, you unbelievable, conniving girl. So basically, that's what Wallace said to her, and Scott said she's evil. So basically, now Steven Steele says, which is Scott's friend, okay, what's the challenge here? I mean, it's just a store. You never been inside Honest Ed's? Question mark. Excuse me. Oh, you never been inside Honest Ed's? So Julie said that to Steven Steele. Steven Steele says no. Why? And then Julie responds, Steffi, you know how when a baby is first born, it just cries at the sheer honor of being alive? So basically, she's trying to compare being an honest edge is like being born. So Wallace is like, how I hate her. And then Ramona says, Wallace, I love you so bad. And then Scott's like, hey guys, buddy, what's my strategy? How do I win? And then Wallace says, just don't, I don't play, I don't know, play to your strengths. He's not supposed to use his psychic powers. So that should help, right? And then Ramona says, he cannot use them for long, dude. Dude's a spaz. And then Scott says, I just peed my pants. You guys should pretend I just got wet from the rain. Wow. So anyway, this is the page that I was just reading. So I'm on the next page, which is right here. Scott and Todd line up, and Envy Adams stands in the middle of them. On your marks, get set, shake it. So then they book it for the entryway. You see everyone here. So, yeah. So they enter the store. The stark essential honor of honest Eds. So they enter the place. What is this place? So much stuff. It's a good thing It's a good thing I have a highly trained mind. You're dead, Pilgrim. We're all dead. So basically, that's what Todd said to Scott, and Scott replies with, "We're all dead." So they run into the store. Gotta find protective eyewear. So Scott's looking around for things he's gonna need. I'm going blind. Help me! And he gets I guess pushed down the stairs. Bash! And he's like, "Oh, my body." So I don't know what happened. I guess he just ends up falling downstairs. Oh wait, I didn't even get to show you guys that page. Sorry about that. So he's just running. They're running through the store, and like a lot of things are just happening. So anyway, move on to the next page. So Scott sees something, and he's like, where its eyes close, and then their eyes get all ugly, and it says his name. He's like, no, screaming. It's so strange. So Todd's like, fading fast. So I guess he's like, I guess he doesn't have his powers right now. So he's talking to himself, muttering to himself. He's like, I always thought I would, Father. I tried my hardest to please you, Father. So then we go back to outside where everyone's standing out in the rain. And then Ramona's like, how long have they been in there? And then Emmy's like, we're coming up on the 2-minute mark. And then Todd Ingram grabs a rifle, like, weapon. And, like, he's like, I'll get you, Pilgrim. I'll get you, even if it's with my dying breath. And Scott's over here geared up, has helmet, sunglasses, and gloves. So wait, I'll tell you right now. Wrap around sunglasses, hockey gloves, bike helmet. No, I can't end like this, says Scott. And then all of a sudden, Todd Ingram drops the gun, grabs his hair, and he falls to the floor aching. So I don't know what's going on. As you can see, he's falling to the floor right here. But it's just like nuts right now. And I don't know what's going on in the store. They're just freaking out. So I guess he's having a vision about his father. And he's like a vegan. So his father's like a vegan. You'll never be a vegan. You haven't got the power. You haven't got the willpower. Come on, she'll never know, Todd. I'm yours for the taking. Wow. And he's like, you just use your vegan powers or whatever. He'll never know what hit him, right? So basically, he's having these flashbacks. Todd Ingram's having these flashbacks of everyone in his head. So his one of his band members that's not his girlfriend, his father, and Gideon, who was like another guy later on in another book, in book 7. So anyway, Todd Ingram's eyes start glowing. His hair starts glowing. He says, "It's my brain. What have you done?" Right now, it's going wild in there. So Honest Ed's just comes crashing down, suck, and then Honest Ed's implodes. So everyone's still outside, and then Scott and Todd rises from the destroyed Honest Eds. Who wins? Do I win? I totally win, right? Says Scott. Sorry, my fault, my bad, says Todd. Can't keep your psychic in check, huh? Any more bright ideas? Says Ramona. Shut up, I'm thinking, since Envy. This is crazy. It's going nuts in there. So we're going to page 15. Oh, okay. So this is this is chapter 15. So we're back at the house. So this is after Honest Edge. So after all this happened, Scott's still alive. So basically, it's not you, it's me. Make no mistake. And basically, they're playing at the house. Band practice Saturday night. Blah blah blah. You're eating it too. You're having your cake. Hold on, stop. They're playing, and then Steven still says, "Hold on, stop." Everyone stops playing. And he's like, "Do we suck?" And then, "What? I don't know. Do you?" says Ramona. Empathize, third party. Do we? We do. Shut the hell. Oh, shut the crap up and start over. Sorry, that just popped up out of nowhere in the book. Basically, Scott's telling Steven, "Shut up," and we have to start over practice. So hey, Neil, that girl Knives didn't come tonight. You're dating her now, right? Yeah. So young Neil is also in the band practice room with Ramona, watching Kim, Steven Stills, and Scott practice. And then Ramona brings up that young Neil, Knives' child didn't show up for young Neil, and then Neil says, yeah, playing Game Boy Advance," and then Ramona replies, "Was she really upset about last night?" Last night, we skip to the page, and Knives' child sobbing, and then young Neil replies with a little bit. So basically, refreshing our memory, back a couple videos ago when I read this book, Knives' child is the girl who had the blue patch, the blue blonde, when the blue dyed patch in her hair, and then the drummer, female drummer with the robotic arm, punched her in the face and knocked the highlights out of her hair. So yeah, that was the last night. So she's like over here sobbing because he had a flashback about it. And like, yeah. So basically, it's like kind of nuts. I keep saying that, but it's wild. These books are wild. So that was better, says Steven Stills. Oh, hey, Kim, we have another thing tonight. We're meeting at Lee's after the show. Actually, boys, I'm busy. I have a hot date tonight, says Kim. A hot date? You're a colleague. A hot date with a colleague you're doing? Wait, what? Oh, a hot date with a colleague you're meeting. Okay. And then that's what Scott says. And then Steven Still says, a hot date with 2,000 pieces puzzled, I don't know, glue? Something like that. Basically, they were trying to make fun of her. Well, not make fun of her. They was trying to. I guess they were being for real and like confused about what she was really saying because Kim is the most serious person out of their band, who's really like just like stern with what she says and like straightforward. So they're just like, what do you mean? So she's like, okay, did it occur to you that I might actually have a date? And then they're just thinking like, huh. And then Scott says, Kim, you're a catch. And then Steven Still says, you're a dang fine woman, Kim. Dang fine woman. And then she's like, whatever, let's just play this the set list again. You butts basically. So then we jump back into Saturday night. No, not Saturday night. Saturday night later in the night. So it's still that Saturday, that band practice. So it's later after band practice. And I'm still on the same page. So we jump to Scott and Ramona walking outside later that night. And Ramona says, "So what are we doing now?" And then Scott's like, "We're making life beautiful again." Ah, look at that. Stop. Look at that. It stopped raining. Great. I owe you $1, says Ramona. And then Ramona says, "Anyway, I'm still damp from earlier, jerk. Oh, dude, I'll show you this cool trick Wallace taught me." And we try to shake all the water off of him by using his chi, but I guess it didn't. I guess it didn't work. So Ramona says, "If you have to go, I think there'll be a bathroom at the sushi place." No, wait, I'm showing you. He's trying to show her. So basically, this is the page. Boom. This is where he tried to do the chi thing and get all the water off of him. It's so funny. And she thought he needed to use the bathroom or something. So anyway, we jump into them being in the sushi place. This is my favorite thing to eat ever. Oh my god, I'm drooling. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. What is that? What is it? It's a whole brunch of raw salmon on the bed of sushi rice and a pile of these little egg things. So basically, oh man, that's so funny. So basically, yeah, that's what Scott said to Ramona, and then Salmon Ikura Don, I guess is what it's called. Anyway, Scott replies, "But we don't eat here very often, though. Wallace always gets like a Brazilian sushi, and we can't really afford it. So how are we affording today? Am I paying? No, it's cool. I borrow Wallace's credit card." What? You're a jerk. No, I'm not. I'm not. We have an understanding, as in understands that you're a freeloader. Maybe. Hey, can we not go to this thing? What thing? Whatever idiot game she wants to play. Can we skip it? Let's go to my place. Just like not go? Yeah, come on. Let's forget about this whole thing. I'm getting really sick of not strangling her. I guess they don't know your phone number or anything. Your show be okay, dude. Come on. Shaking duties randomly made up by people who hate us. We're totally free and clear. I can put my fuzzy pants on, relax, and you can defeat Todd tomorrow. So they just basically went on a date, and a wholesome date, eating sushi and discussing about not meeting with Todd to fight him and to just go somewhere else. So they went back to Ramona's place, and they went to bed. And then as they're in bed laying, Ramona starts thinking about her past with Todd when they used to date. So basically, way back, I guess she started breaking down the story to Scott, because I guess Scott was curious about how they met. So she started telling him how like he punched a hole in the moon for her, and like she was like horrified and was like, "Wow, that's nuts!" Like, so anyway, this is that when he punched the hole in the moon for her and stuff like that. Pretty nuts because he has vegan powers. But anyway, we'll just end it there at Todd punching the hole in the moon for Ramona, and we'll finish up in the next video. So, with that being said, hopefully, you guys take these movements, and train hard with them. That's all I'm really at. That's all I'm really a suggestion. Train hard, practice when you can, and take care of your bodies. Stretch, stay hydrated, and yeah, just go all out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Cosplay Hip Hop. Later.